Looking for future leaders we can trust and believe in? Look no further than the high school student athletes right here in Idaho. High school sports teach young people how to be effective leaders. It begins by making their grades and being on time for practice. It includes learning to listen, following directions, accepting responsibility, being a good role model. And it's about respect for officials, opponents, the rules, and each other. The result? It transcends sports. It gives us hope for the future. High school sports. There's so much more than just a game. This message presented by the Idaho High School Activities Association and the Idaho Athletic Administrators Association.
I am Kevin, and I'm from Idaho Falls. It's important for the disabled to be vaccinated because of COVID. I chose to be vaccinated because I didn't want to be sick or in the hospital. Getting the vaccination, my experience was painless and worth it. It was a very wise choice.
Dear Freedom, here's to more miles driven, more dollars saved, and more electrified vehicles than any other brand. Yours, Toyota Hybrids. Toyota, let's go places.
As Idahoans, we're not afraid to take risks.
All the way, all the way. Go. All the way down, all the way down.
Driving under the influence is not a risk we're willing to take. Be around to do more of what you love.
Folks, I've got good news and bad news. Bad news? You just took that selfie with poison ivy. Good news? Someone gets to use their coverage from Your Health Idaho. Quality coverage for as low as $0 a month.
Some days, I choose the most difficult trail. I test my limits.
Taking the hard path isn't always easy, but I know it's the right way.
When I get done with my ride and I look back at what I've just accomplished, I feel amazing.
It takes courage and determination to do hard things.
But you can do them.
Quitting tobacco and vaping is possible.
You decide when. We'll show you how. Learn more at projectfilter.org or call 1-800-QUIT-NOW.
Welcome to the Ryerson Family Backyard Games. There will be obstacles to face and challenges to overcome. Are you ready?
Did you know Idaho high school seniors graduating next spring are eligible for up to $8,000 in grant money for career training and education through Idaho Launch? Funds can be used to cover the cost of apprenticeships, job training, community college, and university programs that lead to in-demand careers. Students choose their own path, and Idaho Launch helps pay for it. Funds are limited. Apply today at nextsteps.idaho.gov/launch. Idaho Launch. Support in every direction.
This is not what I asked for.
Once again, we have contributed to your ideal college savings program. Love, Grandma and Grandpa.
Give the gift of college savings this holiday season with Ideal, Idaho's 529 college savings program. Eventually, they'll appreciate it.
I love it. Thank you.
College costs money.
Welcome to IdahoSports.com GameStream production of the 2023 State of Idaho High School Playoffs. Today, we're here courtesy of Teton Auto Group and Ermac Pediatrics. Additional coverage on IdahoSports.com is presented by Project Filter, the Idaho Department of Health and Welfare, Valley-Wide Cooperative, Next Steps Idaho, and your Toyota dealers, as well as the Idaho Transportation Department. Tonight, we're coming to you, today, not tonight, we're used to being at night. This afternoon, we're coming to you from Rexburg, Idaho, at the home of the Madison Bobcats. I was just trying, is this Bobcat Stadium, I believe is what they call it? As we prepare for the kickoff between the Sugar-Salem Diggers and the Timberlake, I don't know what their mascot is. We don't know what their mascot is all of a sudden. I forgot it. Timberlake Tigers, I believe.
Yes.
Timberlake Tigers. Oh, it's on the board. We're looking at all of our papers, and it's on the board. Sorry, folks. We're here as we're preparing for this exciting 3A quarterfinals matchup between Timberlake and Sugar-Salem. They've met up once before this year, so we'll talk about that in just a moment. Tonight, I'll be your play-by-play guy. My name's Tim Belknap, accompanied today by I need a new title for you. Always laugh at me. Josh McGully, my good friend, and really the man who makes everything happen when things fall apart. Last night we were on a broadcast. The Wi-Fi was waving in and out, and we were not getting only about half the game. And he's incredibly keeping stats and fixing the Wi-Fi at the same time. So thanks for being all of that for us, Josh.
That's my favorite thing to do. I think this is what my ADHD is for. So I think it definitely helps a little bit.
Well, I'm certainly grateful for it. It just allowed me to talk, and I do that well. So we're grateful for you here in attendance with us as the coin flip has happened, as the captains have met at midfield with the officials. Tonight's officials, a very experienced crew. The referee will be Blair Peepo, the umpire, Tegan Smith, the linesman, Arliss Hibbard, the line judge, Ryan Hansen, the back judge, Travis Goodwin, the side judge, Kyle Martin, and the field judge, Kyle Wheeler. And just a note of congratulations, the officials have just released this year's State Official of the Year, and it's someone well-known to us. Well-known long-term official Dick Stowers, this year's State Official of the Year. Congratulations to Dick. His son, also an official here that we see often, and they both do just a great job. So congratulations to them. Josh, you've done some homework on these two teams. What are your thoughts coming into this as Timberlake gets ready to kick off?
Yeah, absolutely. Timberlake is about to kick off here, but before they do, let me just tell you a little about the team that we're going to be hearing about today. Cooper Linz, almost 1,000 yards. They're 5 yards away from 1,000 yards on the season.
That's a great season.
13 touchdowns.
Wow.
Tibby, 712 yards, 10 touchdowns. Vaughn Higgins, 600 yards, 11 touchdowns. Oh, and not only that, their wide receiver, Jacob Yeater, 69 catches, 1,028 yards, and 10 touchdowns.
Normally, that's the number you lead with, and he's like 3 or 4 people down.
Yeah. This Timberlake team can put up some offensive numbers, but they're going up against a very high-powered Sugar team.
All right, kickoff has happened. It's fielded by the Diggers, and just Diggers powering through. Number 10 for the Diggers, that is Samuel Gonzalez. Fielded at the 20 and just power. I don't know no other way to say it. Just powered his way up. And I think he's going to be marked at the 44-yard line. They do mark it at the 44. 1st and 10 for Sugar-Salem.
Yeah, Sugar walks out. Their starting quarterback is James Chase. He just has 1,100 yards on the season, just passing. 11 touchdowns in the air, 2 interceptions. But this is
just in passing.
Yes, but their workhorse, Carson Harris, I've watched him for the past 3 years. In his senior year this year, 1,200 yards, 15 touchdowns.
We'll see Carson a lot tonight. We've been on this scenario before.
Yeah.
Under center, and they hand it off right up the middle to Harris. He's going to pound it forward. I believe that's Harris. No, that is not. That is Carson Harris, not Cash Harris. That's who we're talking about. It's Carson. I looked down and saw Cash. Thought, no. Too many Harrises. Well, there's never too many Harrises in Sugar, but definitely there's at least 3, if not 4, on tonight's roster. So they pick up just shy of 4.5 yards on that play. And interesting, you don't see the quarterback under center much. Quick handoff to Harris again. Harris just powering forward, literally drags 3 Timberlake Tigers along. Number 11, Callis TB for Timberlake, brought him down, but Harris, just what a great job of powering through. Gets it all the way down to the 44-yard line of the Tigers. And, of course, another set of fresh downs.
Yeah, Harris is about 5'9", 200 pounds, and he's a bowling ball.
Boy, he just ducks that head down, drops his center of gravity. How do you stop that?
Yeah.
All right, quarterback Chase, again, under center. Looks like he's going to be running under center, at least for the near future.
A lot of times.
Handoff is going to go around just off tackle. That goes to number 17, Dawson McAnally, excuse me. That's McAnally. McAnally, nothing really, picks up a yard. I think he missed a tackle. He went inside, and the tackle was pushing outside. That's bound to happen. We do expect to see a lot of offense in today's game. The numbers would lead us to believe Timberlake with how many running backs did you tell me? 1, 2, 3, 4, 3 or 4 running backs who each have 500 yards apiece?
Or more.
Or more, at least 500. That's a lot of offense. Pass for the Sugar-Salem Diggers is complete. Out to number 14, Hank Carter. Carter's going to take it down to the 20-yard line.
That was 17.
17. That was McAnally again. It's tough to get the numbers called when you can see one number and 4 Timberlake Tigers all over him as he's getting taken out. But, boy, Sugar just moving the ball like they had a right to right today. Now the ball at the 20-yard line.
Nice 20.
That's actually 24?
Yep, that was a nice 23-yard pickup right there for McAnally.
Well, and a quick pass. You know, that's usually just a 10-yard gain. Quick pass, and they got it. They're going to drop back, double fake, and he's rolling out. He's got a man open, and he misses it as he tries to connect to his man just shy of the end zone. Trying to see what that number is.
Yeah, it was Ben Aldridge that he was targeting, and Chase had him open.
Oh,
but he was getting, run down by that Timberlake defense. That defensive line got to him really quickly.
Roster has Ben Aldridge at 53. I don't think that's the number he's wearing tonight. I think he's wearing number 23.
He's wearing right here. We have different rosters. Ben Aldridge, number 22.
Oh. I should get the roster that they handed me, not the one that I printed out last night. Apparently they changed. Going to have to fix that. All right, play's going to go underway. They pitch it out. Great sweep around the end. They may take it in. They do take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Diggers. Hank Carter takes that in.
That's Carson Harris.
It's 44 again. I'm Hank Carter. I'm going to cross you off this list. No, Carson Harris, one of the Harrises. And in true Sugar form, Harris into the end zone. That's got to be said at least once or twice a game, doesn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. Tykert in to kick the extra point. Great young man. I'm going to let you call that one since he's a friend of yours.
Yeah, Tykert is my old ward and very close friend of the wife.
Oh, blocked. Timberlake gets in, catches the guy who blocked it, caught it. See who that is if I can. It's number 36 for Timberlake. That's Caden Knight. He got in there. He blocked it and caught it. And, of course, he couldn't advance it forward going the other way. So it was a dead ball. So Sugar will stick with 9 minutes and 43 seconds left in the first quarter. Sugar the first to score in this game. 6-0, Sugar-Salem Diggers. We'll fade away for some commercial sponsors. We'll be back in just one moment.
I'm Matt from Salt Lake City. Last year, while climbing in the Tetons, I fell nearly 600 feet. My hip bone was broken and exposed. I could see my quad muscles, and I had lacerated my liver. And I knew right away that blood was filling my abdomen. After a 3-hour rescue operation, I was airlifted to Ermax Trauma Center. I was rushed into surgery. Then their amazing team worked with me for weeks of rehab. Thanks to their incredible care, I've made a full recovery and I'm back to doing the things I love. And that's why I say, take me to Ermac.
Welcome back to this IdahoSports.com game stream production of the 2023 Idaho High School playoffs. Actually, the quarterfinals playoff. Sugar just kicking off now. Timberlake fielding it, and they're going to bring it out to about the 27-yard line. Cooper Lentz bringing that out and getting the pretty decent field position. Figure that he caught it at about the 12, brought it out to the 20, waiting for the spot, 29? Is that where they give it, Josh?
Yes,
Looks like they're
sir.
at 28. So it's good field position. Take it any way you want it. So the quarterback for Timberlake is Cole Meetinger. Is that how I say that? Meetinger? He hands it off to Carey. Wyatt Carey's going to pick up 3-yard gain here.
I believe it was Cooper Lentz that was on the carry, number 1.
Was it?
Yeah, Cooper Lentz was the gentleman that we were talking about. He's leading their team in rushing, 1,000 yards, 13 touchdowns.
So he's not doing much.
Just,
trying to make it look good. Great job. Again, they hand it off right up the middle and nothing doing as Sugar reads that like a poem. And there will be no gain on the play. Yeah, nothing there. I think that was Cooper Lentz again, and there was just nothing there.
Yeah, just to put out there, Timberlake and Sugar met 3 weeks ago in Timberlake, and Sugar came away with that one, 55-8.
Ouch! At home.
At home. So
ouch! Ouch! Ouch!
Absolutely, Timberlake's looking to
avenge
that loss and give that loss in a much bigger way.
Meetinger is going to throw, and now a halfback pass. He's got a man wide open. He jumped up. Cooper Lentz was wide open down in the 50-yard line. Could have made it, but it was well defended by the Diggers as they jump up and knock the ball away. And what looked to be a great thought process play falls incomplete.
Yeah, Jacob Yeater tried to throw it. It was a wide receiver screen that they were setting up, but they passed it behind the line of scrimmage, so he could throw the ball. And, Cooper Lentz got behind the defense, but it was underthrown.
All right, the kick gets away. It's going to get a Timberlake. No, it's going to get a Sugar bounce as it goes out of bounds. Very short kick, honestly, because that'll get Sugar the position right about the 41-yard line. And right now, Sugar's got to be feeling like maybe we're going to have a repeat of 3 weeks ago. Hopefully Timberlake is looking at it saying, no, siree. We're just giving you a false sense of security. All right, they're going to set it up for the 1st and 10 for Sugar. Their first series of downs were able to take it in for the touchdown and block the extra point, but they got the 6 points, so that's what counts. Quarterback back to pass. He's going to throw a long one. He's got somebody there. He got it. The pass is complete to Josiah Bosco. Josiah Bosco makes the reception like it was just another day at the office. Skips into the end zone. Touchdown, Sugar.
Yeah, Josiah Bosco, I believe, is the one that caught that.
It is, yeah.
Yeah, Bosco, he got behind the defense. It looked like the cornerback kind of slipped there on that carpet of the Madison's field there.
And I was watching the line of scrimmage.
Yeah,
so
Bosco got behind there, and what a beautiful pass from Chase.
All right, there's your man going in. Tykert with the kick. It's up, and it's good this time, so it'll be 13-0. 8 minutes and change left in this game. And so far, all Sugar. Timberlake looking for the opportunity to show that they are the Tigers, do a little roaring of their own. We're going to take just a minute and fade away to some commercial sponsors. We'll be back in just a few moments.
Folks, I've got good news and bad news. Bad news? You just took that selfie with poison ivy. Good news, someone gets to use their coverage from Your Health Idaho. Quality coverage for as low as $0 a month.
Welcome back as the Sugar-Salem Diggers with an onside kick. The kick's up. It's going to go out of bounds before anybody can grab it. And so the flag will fly. And
they went for an onside kick, and to be honest, it was an amazing onside kick.
Yeah, it went high. Nobody could get it.
But the bounce was just a little too high and angled to the out of bounds, where it needed to be. But it was a really good job from Tykert there to get that onside kick.
Very impressive, I will not lie. All right, we're having the sticks moved. We're having a little bit of confusion here, making sure. Oh, the officials running on speakers tonight. Oh, yeah. That is nice.
Oh, yeah, we're here at Madison, Tim.
My good friend Blair People, the referee tonight. It's always fun to be on a game with him. Blair does an amazing job.
Yeah, told us today that he's going to be doing the state tournament or state championship games. Good for him.
Yeah, Blair deserves it. All right, Timberlake going to take the handoff right up the middle, right up the gut, gets nothing for them.
They're going to say a gain of 1, but Carson Harris was the first one that met him in the hole.
Well, who else? A running back knows where a running back's going to go.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
If you've watched any game film as a student, and most of these teams are exchanging game film, so they're watching what's happening, and definitely know what's going to happen on what setup. So out of the shotgun, quarterback drops back, quick pass out into the flat. Caught, but is going to be taken down. Caught by Caius Tebby. I'm trying to get that name down. Ooh, that's a good one. Cole Menninger running out of the shotgun. I hope that's how I pronounce his name. Menninger?
Yes.
Sound correct?
Yep, it was Tibby. Yeah, Tibby's normally a running back, so he slunk out into that
He ran
flat.
out of the backfield, yeah.
Snuck out into that flat, picked it up only about 2 yards, they're going to say.
Well, he did get it, but right away, Tate Cutler was right there on him, took him down. Not a big gain. You can give that up and let it still be okay. So Menninger out of the shotgun, drops back. He throws over the middle. He's got a receiver. The receiver makes the catch, and he's still going at the 22. He's taken out of bounds. Yetter on that catch. What a great catch by Jacob Yetter. He beat triple coverage, really, and is brought down by 23-yard lines where they spot it. And the first beautifully executed positive offensive play for Timberlake, and puts them in almost red zone territory and where they need to be able to get into the end zone and stay in this game. Got to do that so that Sugar doesn't get way ahead of them, and it's hard to catch up. Menninger with another throw. He's going to catch his slot receiver coming back.
Once again, it's Yetter on the receiver.
Yetter, I guess. Yeah, it is Yetter. He's going to gain 2 yards. Cash Harris makes the tackle for them, and sets up. Wow, I thought 2 yards. They're going to say half a yard.
Yeah, not even, it looks like.
Yeah. Look at that line judge over there. He's like, no.
And I love Madison's field, right? They got that beautiful turf field, and
you can read the lines.
Read every line.
Oh, yeah. This is how you do a championship series, right?
Absolutely. Soon every field in Idaho.
Back to pass. He's throwing another long one. It's going into double coverage. Tipped away by the Diggers. That's Abe Baldwin. Baldwin tips it away, so it wasn't even a question. Man-to-man coverage on the receiver. It was supposed to be down to the trusty Yeter again, Jacob Yeter down there. And he had the touchdown if he could have gotten a chance on the play, but Baldwin just tipped it away and said, well, let's not even give him that chance. So great defense by Baldwin for the Diggers. And now we're sitting at a third down and a must-get first down close to the 10-yard line. So I suspect we're going to see a pass. We don't. They hand it off up the middle. That's going to be Jonathan Hansen. Is he one of the four?
He is not, no.
He only gets 1 yard, so I guess they were trying to mix it up. So we're looking at a fourth and 9 here, folks. Not the country, I mean, certainly the area where you'd go for it, but not where you want to be this early in the game, having to take fourth down shots. Benninger back out of the shotgun, 2 backs in the backfield. He's going to roll around the left side of the field. He's got a man open. He's going to make a throw short. He had a man open down towards the end zone. He makes the play about 15 yards away from him, and it's a low throw and tipped away by the Diggers. So the 4th down play falls incomplete. It'll be a turnover on downs, and 1st and 10 for Sugar-Salem Diggers.
Yeah, quarterback there, Cole, he had his main target Yeater there on that an out route, but he decided to go
man-to-man coverage with a step on him.
Yeah, he decided to go into the middle of the field, and the throw was behind him and low. So 4th and down is no good.
I think he was probably looking at it saying, let's get the 1st down. Let's not try to go for all the bananas, and that's when he should have.
Yeah.
All right, Sugar now going to take their 1st down of this series. They're going to run a reverse handoff up the middle. That will be number 24, Cash Harris. I think he'll pick up maybe 5 yards on the carry. Boy, he was caught at the line. They were grabbing his jersey, and he was spinning around. I thought, really, he would only get 2 yards out of that, and he got 5.
Yeah, well, those Harris boys are tough, so he picked up the last 3 yards with some
much effort.
Yeah.
Kudos to Harris for that. That was a well-played 5 yards, well-earned 5 yards. All right, quarterback throws out into the flat. Flat is caught. He's going down the sideline. He'll take it down to the 44-yard line, 45-yard line. Cutler with the reception. And what a great catch for him. At the 44, 1st and down, almost midfield. For all intents and purposes, it is midfield. Trying to make marks on my book here, so we've got everybody.
Who was the last person that caught that?
Tate Cutler.
Tate Cutler.
Tykert's the kicker, we know that. Chase is our quarterback. All right, Chase under center again. Looks like we're going to see under center most of today's game. He's going to take that quick handoff right up the gut. Well read by Timberlake. I think they'll get 3 yards on it. That is number 44, Carson Harris. Harris, you make that comment that they're not short, but they're not exceptionally tall, but they're as wide as he's tall.
He's a bull. I mean, he's definitely going to go down there. He's going to look for the contact. He's going to run you over if you're not prepared. So if you're Timberlake's defense, which they've already faced them earlier this season, just 3 weeks ago, they already know what they're expecting from Harris.
What a great crew. They're going to hand it off, come around a jet sweep on the right side. They'll pick up the 1st down I think that's McAnally. That's who I was looking for. How many yards was that?
That was a 12-yard carry.
12-yard carry. They'll mark it at the 39-yard line, 1st and 10, Sugar. And in what was seemingly a very cold-appearing day for us, as we're broadcasting outside of the press box today.
I don't mind it.
The sun has come out.
Yeah.
Who says prayer doesn't work? We're afraid we're going to get snowed on, and we're getting some sunshine. Who knows by the second half?
Don't jinx us.
Yeah. Chase now out of the shotgun, just because I said he's under center all the time. Gets a quick pass off. Almost. It is intercepted by Timberlake. Timberlake's got a wide open pick 6 going. And they are going to take it in. Timberlake scores. That's Cooper Lentz. Picks it off. Nobody could catch him. He runs it in for 6 points. And Timberlake on the board and back in this game. And shocking the Sugar-Salem Diggers into realizing this game is not a gimme. They need to play nice and play their game to be out of this. And moving on, Timberlake's in the game to play.
Yeah, Chase was looking for McAnally, excuse me, out in the flat. He's trying to set up a wide receiver screen there, and Lenz
read it like a storybook.
Exactly, and he picked it out of the air. And yeah, good job by Lenz.
Kick was attempted, but the officials threw flags. The only thing that can happen on a PAT kick like that is an illegal motion. It is. False start on the offense. They move the ball back to the 8-yard line now, and they re-kick it. I love. Thank you, Madison, for having this field. I love being able to see exactly where that spot is. Last night we were guessing 99% of the time.
Yeah, it was a good game. We were at Hillcrest, and
now the kick is up and good.
Yeah, we were at Hillcrest versus Skyview last night. Hillcrest won that one 50-14.
Yeah, that was a game that we didn't expect it to go that crazy, I guess. I'm trying to think of a good word for it. Yeah. While we're at a moment's break here, we just like to take a minute to recognize our power boosters and some of our paid sponsors. So, first of all, our paid sponsors from Timberlake, Andy's Heating and Cooling. At Andy's Heating and Cooling, they understand the importance of a fully functioning, efficient air conditioning system. That's why their goal is to provide only the best services coupled with great customer service, integrity, and honesty to every single one of their customers. No matter the system, you can be sure that they'll service it. In business since 1972, Andy's Heating and Cooling is a name you can trust. With 100% satisfaction guaranteed, your first call should be Andy's Heating and Cooling, serving all of North Idaho since 1972, thanks to all of you. Also, our power boosters for tonight, they include Flam Funeral Home, Upper Valley Orthopedics, Pocock Trucking, Grand Peaks Affordable Quality Healthcare, Crapo Trucking, Sunglow of Idaho, Helena Agri Services, and ProPete Fertilizer are thanks to these fine sponsors. Timberlake kicks the ball off. It goes out of bounds at about the 32-yard line. Did they throw a flag, Josh?
Oh, yeah, they threw the flag because the ball went out of bounds.
Saw it go out of bounds, but I didn't see the flag. Usually it's right where it goes out of bounds. Is he standing on it?
Yes, he sure is.
Well, no wonder I can't see it.
Just to give just some more stats here, Sugar is only allowing, throughout their whole season, only 8.5 points a game.
Sugar has chosen to re-kick.
Interesting. Sugar does, instead of marking at the 35, Sugar chooses to re-kick. That's always a demonstration of confidence in your backs.
Yeah, and Sugar's, they're scoring 45 points a game. And Timberlake, just last week, they beat American Falls 69-27. So they can put up some points.
So who cares what 3 weeks ago?
Yeah,
it's the quarterfinals. You lose today, you go home for good. All right, kick is up. Sugar's going to field it at the 10, the 10, the 20, the 30, the 40, the 50. They're going to bring him down at the Timberlake 45-yard line. What a run. I did not see who the ball carrier was. Did you?
Yeah, it's Josiah Bosco, the touchdown scorer earlier.
Oh, Mr. TD himself. We got a new nickname, Mr. TD. Since he's the only one that scored a TD, isn't he?
Carson Harris has one.
Yeah, can't call him Mr. TD. They took it away from him already.
Yeah, so that's a good reason why they didn't decide to take it at the 35-yard line. That's a net gain of, almost 20-yard gains.
Yeah, 20-yard. Smart choice. That's why they're coaching. We're up here. All right. We're going to go with Chase back up under center. He hands that quick handoff right up the middle. And, of course, that's always a tough one to defend. He'll pick up 4 yards on it. Let's see who the ball carrier is. It's Carson Harris. It's funny. We get such a fast-paced, fast-moving offense. We look at or Carson Harris, excuse me, who just picked up 4 yards. And we go, well, that wasn't a very good play. And yet, 3 of those is a first down. So it's always one of those things where you have to be careful about what you're getting used to in quick action football, and certainly Sugar-Salem playing quick action football, and Timberlake just adding to it. As they get into the backfield, they hand it off they read the wrong handoff, take down Carson coming through the middle, and it looks like Chase kept it. And Chase goes around the right side. He's going to take it down to the 18-yard line. What a play. I followed Harris up the middle thinking that's where the ball was, and that's where all of Timberlake went after him. And Harris was out here saying, or not Harris.
Chase.
Yeah, James Chase is out here going, neener, I got the ball.
yeah, Chase, he's doesn't run the ball a lot, right? When you got a lot of players in the backfield that can run and do that.
Why would you?
Yeah. But, Chase is probably one of the best athletes on the field right now.
Well, he's demonstrating that tonight. Today, not tonight. Chase again under center. He does hand it off to Carson Harris. Harris pounds the hole. He's going to get another, 4 yards. I think his average has got to be 4 yards.
A little bit more. He had a 24-yard touchdown. So.
Oh, that does dilute the averages. We had stop of play. The officials call for a timeout as we have a Timberlake player on the ground. That is not good. We'll take just a minute away while they medically tend to him. We'll be back in just a moment.
Always entertaining and occasionally controversial, the East Idaho Prepcast covers every inch of District 5 and District 6 activities in Idaho.
Just think about this. The Highland Ram cheerleaders won their 14th 5A title in the past 15 seasons. And then they went on to win the national competition in California.
Hosted by Sean Kane, the East Idaho Prepcast features the biggest stories happening in your area. Just go to IdahoSports.com and click Prepcasts in the menu to get caught up on what you've been missing. Or check out each week's episode on the IdahoSports.com YouTube channel, Facebook page, or wherever you download podcasts.
Vaping sucks you in quick, and the more you vape, the harder it is to quit. Not to mention all the chemicals and health problems. That's why thousands of teens are joining My Life, My Quit. Visit mylifemyquit.com or text Start My Quit to 36072.
Welcome back to Madison High School, where we have the Sugar-Salem Diggers and the Timberlake Tigers here. Just had a break for an injured player. He's being helped off the field. That's number 66, Talon Braun. Walking gingerly. Hopefully it's just a cramp. That's what you always pray. We wish him great thoughts and prayers. Hope he returns into this game even.
Yeah, it looks like an ankle.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I'm dealing with an ankle injury right now, so hopefully he can get out there faster than I can.
But yours is due to age.
I'm 27.
Chase up under center. Fakes the handoff. He's looking and rolling to throw. He's got a connection. Catch is made at the 5, at the 3. Going to be taken down at the 2. Catch was made by number 22. Who's 22?
That's Ben Aldridge.
Ben Aldridge. Okay, 22. Ben Aldridge.
Yeah, it was
changed his number. Perfect. Aldridge takes him down, gives him a 1st and goal. They put it at the 1. I thought they were going to put it at the 2. So Sugar now just threatening to take it right in for their 3rd score with just 30 seconds left in this quarter. This will probably be I thought they'd probably make enough time that it would drain it, but they don't. Carson Harris takes it into the touchdown. Sugar. 1-yard run. How do you not give it to Harris? So Sugar now goes up 19-7 on Timberlake.
Yep, Harris with his 2nd touchdown in the 1st quarter alone.
Okay, so now he takes back Mr. Touchdown. Mr. Touchdown. Tykert back out to kick the extra kick. That's your guy. Kicks up. Looks to be good. They say it is good. So it's now 20-7. I honestly kind of expected them to go for the 2 points here, just to kind of even that back up to a 7-point differential. But 20-7, I guess they're probably saying let's wait for that to become a problem. While they're regrouping, we'll read some more of our advertising sponsors. They include Taylor Chevrolet. Taylor's Chevrolet is proud to support Sugar-Salem Athletics, and they've been serving the Upper Valley for over 90 years. With excellent service and a stellar sales team, Taylor Chevrolet is the home of oil changes for life. That's my favorite part. That's right. Buy any new or used vehicle and never worry about your oil again. Taylor Chevrolet is your Southeast Idaho leader with wide selection of Chevy and Cadillac models. Come in today. Get the vehicle you want with oil changes for life. Stop by their Rexburg location or visit their website at www.taylorchev.com. You want to read one?
Gateway Parks in Idaho Falls is bringing the mountain to town this winter season. Gateway Parks is a new tubing hill in Idaho Falls, located right by Ryder Park on Sunnyside Road, close to the freeway. It snows every day at Gateway Park. Great for families, kids, youth groups, old guys like me and Tim. Everyone will have a fun time at Eastern Idaho's newest tubing adventure.
Thanks, Josh. That's going to be fun. All right, kickoff is good. Timberlake fields it at the 15. Kick over the 20, the 30. They're going to be brought down at about the 38-yard line. It's a pretty good return. Got to be happy with that. And they do mark it at the 36. That's 1st and 10, Tigers, as they prepare to get their first offensively generated touchdown. Handoff goes to number 11. He's going to take it down for a gain of 10. He'll probably get the first down. That's K.S. Tebby. I'm watching the spot. It looks like it should be a first down. And I think there's an official timeout. They have a player down on the field. Oh, I thought they were bringing the chains out. Now we have a Sugar-Salem player down. You know, weather's good, so it's not the weather causing these hurt players, but
it's football, Tim. It's a violent sport to some people. So
well, a little worried about this player as he's one of the important players for Sugar, and he was just he stood up and then went back down to his knees, and now he's on his back as he's rolled over. That is. It
can also be a sign of maybe he just got
his breath knocked out.
Yep.
I think when I got my breath knocked out, I laid down and thought I was dying. Could be the dramatic side of me.
Maybe.
So the officials tend to the injured Sugar-Salem player. We'll take one more ad read as we look. Fall River Propane. They serve Eastern Idaho from Shelley to Firth to Island Park and Teton Valley with the highest quality, hottest burning propane at competitive prices. Our industry-trained and certified service staff services all makes and models of propane fireplaces and stoves. Fall River Propane is your full-service propane provider for homes and businesses. Check them out at fallriverpropane.com or call anytime at our new phone number, 866-682-3671. That's 866-682-3671. Fall River Propane, experience the difference. Josh, that injured player being helped off. He's walking off, not helped off. He's walking off on his own, so just got dinged up a little bit. He'll be back in.
Yeah, I think we were correct on that one. I think just as the breath got taken out of him.
Is that Abe Baldwin? Is that who that was?
Yes, it is, and it looks like the first quarter is going to end on that.
That is going to be the end of the first quarter. So after one quarter of play, Josh's prediction of a high-scoring game. We saw lots of offense here. The score after one quarter, Sugar 20, Timberlake 7. We'll fade away for some commercial sponsors and be back in just a moment.
Idaho isn't your average state, and we are not your average people. We're not afraid to jump feet first, and we see the world a little differently. We know the importance of slowing down and the value of catching up. When we're not busy getting lost, we're looking out for one another. Our whitewater is aggressive, but our driving is not. We know all about taking chances, but we also know our limits. We drive safely because we care. It's who we are.
Welcome back to Bobcat Stadium as the Diggers and the Tigers are going at it. Timberlake now with the ball at midfield. The pass is made out to Cooper Lentz. Cooper Lentz makes the catch, steps out of bounds after about 6 yards, maybe 5, I guess. But they get it across midfield, so a 6-yard gain is perfect for them. A correction, 5 yards. They need to stay on the big mark, so do the easy math. What an evening last night and today, as we have spent a lot of time in games across the state, bringing you coverage. A lot of fun, setting up some really fun games for next week.
Really fun.
Yes. Handoff goes for Timberlake. Off to number 11. That's Teebs. TB's going to pick up probably 3 yards on it. Puts it awfully close. 3rd down and 2.5 probably. Certainly doable for a running back of TB's caliber. He's certainly been impressive. Was he one of the running backs you were talking about?
Sure was. Yeah, he had 715 yards and 10 touchdowns on the season.
Well, we expect to see at least, 100 yards and 1 touchdown, right?
Well,
at least. We can't predict because you never know who's doing what. Now an interesting shift of the line as they bring the entire line to the right side. Hand it off to that side. Sugar reads it, and there is nothing there. They'll pick up a gain of 1 on the play. Well read by Sugar. That hanging door approach didn't do anything as Vaughn Higgins had the carry, and he only gets 1 yard. So 4th and 1 now at midfield. Are we going to get a flag? Yep, we have. All right, you hear the head and 15. Through it, he's just now getting up. In fact, he got up, walked a couple of steps, and now he's back down on his knees. This halftime. As Sugar with that intercept out, he's got his receiver, makes the catch, and Timberlake will immediately. BYU quarterback. He'd be living in Provo, exception of 5 for. Call a timeout for Timberlake. So with the timeout, I'm going to finish some of our commercial sponsors. Why our sound engineer, color man, and all-around good guy tries to fix our internet. Always a challenge there. But while we're at this timeout, we recognize Grand Peaks Medical Center. Your community health center is proud to support our local athletes and keep them healthy and on the road to the state title. Grand Peaks, located in St. Anthony and Rexburg, provides affordable medical, dental, behavioral health, and pharmacy services for the entire family. The healthcare providers and staff are highly trained and experienced in all areas of primary medicine: obstetrician, big word there today, family dentistry, behavioral health, and prescription services. Grand Peaks is committed to establishing a personal relationship with each patient and providing affordable health care for your family. Visit grandpeaks.org online to see a full list of services. They extend good luck, Diggers, from the staff at Grand Peaks. Thanks to Grand Peaks for helping us bring you this game to enjoy state football playoff quarterfinal action. All right, they're at the line, running at time 6 minutes. Sugar with the ball. They're driving. They give a quick handoff up the middle to Harris. Harris gets his obligatory 4 yards. Is that how that works, Josh?
That's what it seems like for him, huh?
Well, they hand him the ball, and you can't stop him unless there's 4 yards. I think it's in his contract. That clock does seem to be just eating away. We're sitting here enjoying the game, and clock just keeps ticking. We're at 5 minutes, 30 seconds, and counting now. So a lot happening this weekend. All kinds of previews. We're trying to pull up the playoff brackets. We'll do that during halftime. Chase under center. He's dropping back looking for a quick pass. He's got a man open. I believe that is Bosco. Bosco makes the catch really close to the first down marks. He won't get it. He'll be about a yard short. Looking for the spot. He's saying he's 2 yards short. Okay, so Jacob Yetter, the great receiver, he comes in and makes the tackle and stops the first down when it looked like it was going to happen.
Yeah, Bosco with his 3rd catch of the first half. He now has 60 yards total in the first half.
All in the second quarter.
70 yards total.
All in the second quarter. We didn't really hear his name in the first quarter.
Well, he had that big 59-yard touchdown reception.
Oh, was that Bosco?
Yes, it was.
All right, never mind. I stand corrected. That's why you're here. All right, they're going to hand it off up the middle, and I think they'll get the first down. Carson Harris doesn't get his mandatory 4. He only gets 3. What the heck? I'm waiting for the officials to indicate first down. Now they do. Okay. The ball resting at the 12-yard line. That's a 1st and 10. So Sugar in a wonderful spot. They can actually get a first down at the 2-yard line and have 4 shots at the end zone if they don't turn it over. Sugar now closing up the ranks. They're going to have a running game for this moving in. They're going to hand it off to Harris. Harris has got a whole bunch of blockers. He's pounding forward. He'll get probably 5 out of that. And it was all about 6 inches off the ground, which is the amazing thing. How does he do that?
He's got amazing balance, and that's what makes him that great running back.
Well, I hope he's a nominee for the All-State team because I don't think I've seen a running back be able to continue forward motion 6 inches off the ground.
Well, there's
if I'm 6 inches off the ground, I'm falling. It's going straight down.
There's another running back for Skyline that's pretty good.
Well, that one out of Teton is as well.
The one out of Teton's really good. There's some good players here in Idaho.
Fun football for Idaho. You're right. Chase with the ball. He's rolling out to the left. He's going to throw it. He's got a man open, and he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Sugar! That is Aldridge with that catch. What a great catch. Moves it in. Ben Aldridge. Is that his second touchdown catch?
That is his first.
First touchdown catch, but he's had some great catches for big yardage.
Yeah,
so
he said that's the second catch for in the first quarter or first half. Excuse me. He had a big one that was a 22-yarder. They got stopped at the first.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
The 1-yard line.
3 minutes, 19 seconds to go in this first half. As Sugar makes the kick, Tykert gets the kick up. It's good. And it's now 27-7. Sugar over Timberlake, not Lake City. Which game am I on? Goodness sakes.
What division, what game?
Yeah. We're going to fade away for some commercial sponsors. We'll be back in just a minute.
I'm Matt from Salt Lake City. Last year, while climbing in the Tetons, I fell nearly 600 feet. My hip bone was broken and exposed. I could see my quad muscles, and I had lacerated my liver. And I knew right away that blood was filling my abdomen. After a 3-hour rescue operation, I was airlifted to Ermax Trauma Center. I was rushed into surgery. Then their amazing team worked with me for weeks of rehab. Thanks to their incredible care, I've made a full recovery and I'm back to doing the things I love. And that's why I say, take me to Ermac.
We're back here to Bobcat Stadium, home of the Madison Bobcats, but today, home of the 2023 Idaho High School Football Playoffs between Sugar and Timberlake. Sugar kicking off after their score is fielded by Timberlake. Timberlake bringing across the 20, the 30, going to be brought down about the 34-yard line. And I believe that's their normal field man, number 1, Cooper Lentz. He does all that heavy lifting. It is not. It is Jacob Yeater. They must have decided to kick away from Lentz because he's been bringing back 30-yard shots. And Yeater proved he can do at least 20. So Timberlake Timberlake was driving before they got picked off. Looked like they were going to get into the scoring before halftime. So with 3 minutes and 12 seconds left in this broadcast, or this first half of the broadcast, they've got to move this ball down the field fairly quick to get score before half. They do the pitch out in the backfield on the left side. They're going to be brought down for a loss of 3. McAnally over there not going to let that happen as Cooper Lentz takes the pitch, and they're going to be gracious in their spot, saying he only lost a yard. Is that forward motion?
Yeah, Mettinger, he tried to pitch it with his left hand, his offhand. The ball was a little bit low, a little bit off, and Lentz had to basically try to
turn around and grab it.
Yeah, turn around there and grab that ball, and that lost momentum. So, yeah, with this Sugar defense, they're definitely going to get back there.
Timberlake's got to figure out how to keep them out of the backfield because they're at the backfield as much as anybody. Handoff right up the middle for Timberlake. A great handoff as Vaughn Higgins takes it forward, and he'll pick up probably 6 yards on the carry.
8, yep.
On the carry was Higgins. Result of the play.
Yeah,
Higgins,
so
seven yards on that because they were a yard deep.
Cash Harrison on the tackle for Sugar.
So sets up an achievable 3rd down for Timberlake, you were going to say?
Higgins has been their workhorse this afternoon.
Doing a good job. They're going to try the end as Lance comes around the outside. He'll pick up the 1st down and about 5-6 yards beyond, 7 yards maybe. He takes it down to the 46-yard line of the Diggers. And a great move and a 1st down for Timberlake. Actually, they mark it at the 47 and not where the official is standing. That is interesting. They're going to go with it. Hurry up offense by Timberlake. Quick pass over to the sideline falls incomplete, thankfully, because it would have been a loss. Got to love that. Who was that receiver? That was
that's Yeater.
Was it Yeater or Lentz?
It was Yeater, yep, number 4.
Did you see him? They laid him out on his back. The defender got up. Yeater laid there for a second and then did the forward flip to get up. I mean, that guy's got all kinds of juice left in the gas tank. So don't count him out any way, shape, or form. That was very impressive, Mr. Yeater. Expect to see that again. They're going to hand it off again, go right up off to the center move. Lentz takes it down to the 45-yard line. Looks like we're going to have a timeout. We do have a timeout. It's a minute 40. Can you see that, Josh?
A minute 41.
The goalpost is blocking that for me.
Blocking it for me too, yeah.
Is that okay? Minute 41 left in the half. We have a timeout on the field. We got a couple of sponsors we'd like to still recognize before halftime. They include ProPete Fertilizer. They're an enviro-friendly product that reduces leaching. ProPete can help reduce or replace organic matter back into the soil. Peat-bound nutrients release when plants need them. Carbon 90 Plus binds nutrients to the natural carbon of peat moss, encouraging steady plant growth for healthier turfs with less mowing and thatching. ProPete is a great product for turf and ornamental applications. Uses range from lawns and gardens to shrubs and trees. ProPete wants to wish the Diggers good luck today's game. Thanks to ProPete for helping us bring you this broadcast, and we're back in action as Timberlake trying to move the ball. Menninger back to pass. He throws. He gets connection to Lentz. Lentz is going to pick up the 1st down and to maybe a yard beyond that. As that looks like they're going to mark it at the 35. That's 1st and 10 with a minute 34 to go on the clock. And as soon as they wind that clock, Timberlake is taking the snap. Menninger now back to pass. It's tipped at the line. It's going to be picked off. That's Harris picks it off. Carson Harris gets an interception. And now the Timberlake on a tip. That was not a bad throw. It was tipped at the line. Harris just gets right underneath it like any good center fielder.
Yeah, number 51, Clark Siddlewell, was the one that got his hand up.
And
great
job.
Ball.
Great job. I think Harris owes him milkshake. Wasn't for that, he wouldn't have got that interception. All right, so Sugar will have the ball. I anticipate they're just going to 27-7 lead. They'll just do some running to eat up the minute.
Oh no, they're going to try to score.
Oh, it's Sugar.
It's Sugar. Come on now.
Sorry. Yeah, sorry. All right, Chase sets up the screenplay. Pass is completed to Harris. Harris picks up the 1st down and probably 22 yards beyond that. That's a 33-yard gain for Harris on a screenplay. And brings the sticks down to the 40-yard line. Stops the clock while they set that up with a minute 10 left on the clock. They'll mark it at the 40. And Sugar needs to do what Timberlake was doing, and that is not spend very much time in the huddle after that clock starts, because they certainly want to make sure that they have plenty of time to get in the end zone. They certainly have the space. Chase out of the shotgun. He's going to throw a quick pass over to Bosco on the sideline. Bosco goes out of bounds, but it'll be good for a gain of 5.
He has a beautiful, just little out route from Bosco there.
And Bosco was open. It was like, yeah, I'm making the catch, but I'm also stopping the clock. That's what they pay him to do, right? All right, so it is second down, 2nd and 5 for Sugar. Still over a minute, just a minute and I think 8 seconds. Chase has got a man open. McAnally makes the catch at the 30, the 20, the 15. He'll be knocked out of bounds at about the 10-yard line. First down.
McAnally down near the 10-yard line, and that's another digger.
Making sure they make the spot. The officials standing in 2 spots, but they do now mark it at the 10-yard line. First and goal for Sugar, and certainly plenty of time with now straight at 1 minute on the clock. Timeout. Timberlake calls a timeout, trying to say, how can we stop them from scoring? We don't want to go in down 30.
Yeah.
So we'll fade away for some commercial sponsors and be back in just a moment.
Folks, I've got good news and bad news. Bad news? You just took that selfie with poison ivy. Good news? Someone gets to use their coverage from Your Health Idaho. Quality coverage for as low as $0 a month.
Vaping sucks you in quick, and the more you vape, the harder it is to quit. Not to mention all the chemicals and health problems. That's why thousands of teens are joining My Life, My Quit. Visit mylifemyquit.com or text Start My Quit to 36072.
Welcome back as Sugar threatening to score one more time with a minute left in the first half. Chase takes the ball right out of the shotgun position, takes it quarterback keeper. He gets about a yard, nothing more, as Timberlake reads that well. And it looks like they're going to call another timeout. Now Sugar calls a timeout. They're going to methodically think this out. 54 seconds on the clock. 2nd and goal. From the 9, I'm trying to see, is that the 9 or the 8?
That looks like the 9.
It looks like the halfway between. Don't do that to me.
Well, they said a 1-yard gain.
Okay, so we're going to go with that. So next week, we're looking at the 4A brackets. Hillcrest will take on Skyline, 2 East Idaho teams.
Yep.
And that's already set. They say that's going to be at Thunder Stadium, home of the Hillcrest Knights.
That's going to be a heck of a game.
Thunder burner. Josh and I are hoping to be on that call. And then Bishop Kelly and Pocatello will meet over in Bishop Kelly. That's next Friday night, 7 p.m. Both games next Friday night at 7 p.m. Winners of those games go into the state championship game. So exciting ball games coming up. In addition to this one, Chase is going to hand it off to Bosco. Bosco just takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Sugar! Man, he didn't even get touched. Followed his blockers and just kind of danced in the end zone. Touchdown. That is not Bosco. I called the wrong name. That's Tate Cutler.
Yep, Tate Cutler with his 2nd touchdown?
I think so.
Let's see here. It's just his first.
Just his first?
My apologies. Just his first.
Well, I love the enthusiasm. He's over here high-fiving with his coach, and they're both dancing together. Yeah, it sounds like a page from BYU. They like to dance with their coach.
Makes a good
All right.
atmosphere. Of course you're going to love that.
I was going to have you call that. Tykert in to kick. Kicks up and good. Tykert being just, other than that one block that start the game, he's been good for money. So 49 seconds left in this first half. It's all Sugar, 34-7. Timberlake trying to find a way to really not just have Sugar-Salem in the backfield with them.
Yeah.
I don't know how else to call that. Great afternoon to have some football here. Usually at night it's really, really cold, but the sun has come out. We actually shed both of our coats, and Not many Timberlake fans journeyed. We can see probably a dozen across the way. Kudos for those stalwarts who've made that journey. That's a long drive. And, probably all of those who usually go to a Sugar-Salem game. We've got this huge stadium, so you look at it and go, it doesn't seem very big. Not many people here. Then you start seeing all the sections, and you're like, oh, wait a minute. Yeah, no, this isn't a normal home crowd. Just 3 times the stadium they're used to having. All right, Sugar will kick off with 49 seconds left until half. They'll kick this ball off and give Timberlake at least 1 or 2 shots to try to get into the end zone. Big, healthy boot. It'll be fielded at the 5, the 10. He's going to be brought down short of the 20. I believe that is Yeater.
First on the tackle, Porter McCluskey for Sugar-Salem.
McCluskey on the tackle for Sugar. That's the first name to say his name tonight, Porter McCluskey.
In on the tackle, number 54, Austin Rumsey.
Austin Rumsey also in on the tackle. So, not the best field position. Actually, they mark it at the 20. That's generous on forward motion, I guess. And Timberlake now, a couple of series, 40 seconds left. They're going to hand it right off the middle. I'm trying to see who that ball carrier is. That's one, Cooper Lentz. Lentz gets 2 yards out of it. Slow to get up, but he does finally get up and walk back. I'm sure when you look at it and say, it takes 3 hits, 3 guys to bring me down every time. That does wear you out after a while.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit. All right, Timberlake now looking 2 backs in the backfield, 2 receivers split. They're going to try for the end around. Off tackle, looks like they'll take it almost to the first down as we run out of time. Won't matter. That's the end of the half. So we go into halftime with a score, Sugar-Salem 34, Timberlake 7. So we're going to fade away to some of our halftime sponsors, and we'll discuss a little bit of this halftime stats with Mr. Stat, Josh. And we'll be back to talk about the first half of the game in just a bit.
As Idahoans, we're not afraid to take risks.
All the way, all the way. Go. All the way down, all the way down.
Driving under the influence is not a risk we're willing to take. Be around to do more of what you love.
This is not what I asked for.
Once again, we have contributed to your ideal college savings program. Love, Grandma and Grandpa.
Give the gift of college savings this holiday season with Ideal, Idaho's 529 college savings program. Eventually, they'll appreciate it.
I love it. Thank you.
College costs money.
Dear Exit Strategy, all your pieces are in place. Thanks for being there when I need you most. Always Toyota SUVs. Toyota. Let's go places.
I am Kevin, and I'm from Idaho Falls. It's important for the disabled to be vaccinated because of COVID. I chose to be vaccinated because I didn't want to be sick or in the hospital. Getting the vaccination, my experience was painless and worth it. It was a very wise choice.
Former regional champ and back in training.
That's commitment.
Ow!
Oh, tough start. This is not as easy as it used to be, folks.
And she's off, obviously pushing through some pain.
Every muscle is begging her to stop. How's she doing this?
I'm not even sure she knows.
Look at her go. And stop.
Come on.
And go again.
It's literally the home stretch. Whoa!
She made it. Feel the elation.
What fuels that kind of fire?
Idaho Sports Nation, Ideal, Idaho's education savings program, is a proud partner of IdahoSports.com and an ideal way to save for college. Did you know it only takes $25 to start an Ideal 529 savings account and you get tax benefits? There is no better time than today to start saving for college expenses for you or for a loved one. Information and a full disclosure statement, including risks, terms, and conditions, can be found online. Please read carefully before investing. idsaves.org. Go save for college and go Idaho student athletes.
We're Valley-wide cooperative. For 100 years, we've been your first choice for residential and commercial propane, fuels, oils, and lubricants. We service HVAC, install water heaters, propane tanks, and accessories. And yes, we'll even deliver right where you need it. Because for us, serving is more than a job, it's a way of life. We are proud to employ your neighbors and to be a cornerstone of your community. We're Valley-wide. Yesterday, today, and tomorrow. We're here for you.
Vaping sucks you in quick, and the more you vape, the harder it is to quit. Not to mention all the chemicals and health problems. That's why thousands of teens are joining My Life, My Quit. Visit mylifemyquit.com or text Start My Quit to 36072.
Dear Detour, you asked us to measure up. So yeah, we did. When life slings you mud, sling it right back. Stay strong. Toyota Trucks.
Toyota. Let's go places.
Folks, I've got good news and bad news. Bad news? You just took that selfie with poison ivy. Good news? Someone gets to use their coverage from Your Health Idaho. Quality coverage for as low as $0 a month.
We do things differently in Idaho. Sometimes we go east to find west, where muddy trails meet huckleberry smiles. Stars shine electric, and the wind smells like destiny. Sure, our traffic jams are strange, and not all our steaks are ribeyes. But wherever we go, our eyes never leave the road. Belts strapped and dreams packed, no distractions, no phones, focused. From here to there, it's who we are.
I'm Matt from Salt Lake City. Last year, while climbing in the Tetons, I fell nearly 600 feet. My hip bone was broken and exposed. I could see my quad muscles, and I had lacerated my liver. And I knew right away that blood was filling my abdomen. After a 3-hour rescue operation, I was airlifted to Ermax Trauma Center. I was rushed into surgery. Then their amazing team worked with me for weeks of rehab. Thanks to their incredible care, I've made a full recovery and I'm back to doing the things I love. And that's why I say, take me to Ermac.
Welcome back to, where are we? Bobcat Stadium here. Had to think for a minute. It's been a while. For this 2023 State of Idaho halftime entertainment. This game between the Sugar-Salem Bobcats, the Sugar-Salem Diggers. It's the home of the Bobcats. And the Timberlake Tigers. Thus far, it's been all Tigers.
Yeah, absolutely. It's Sugar has
all Diggers, not Tigers.
Sugar has been dominant, and as they've been all year. When you really think about it, their closest game this year was against the Wyoming 3A state champions earlier this season when they played them. The score of that game was 31-14. That was really their closest game this year.
Ouch.
And so they've been dominant, and today they're doing that as well. So.
Well, welcome to the Idaho Launch halftime show. Did you know current Idaho high school seniors are eligible for up to $8,000 in grant money? Apply today. Idaho Launch. They provide support in every direction. And Josh, as you looked at these stats, first half of the game, who's our leading rusher? Do you know that?
Well, the leading rusher for Sugar is, of course, Carson Harris. He's rushed the ball.
Workhorse.
Yeah, he's rushed the ball 10 times for 57 yards and 2 touchdowns. He had a 24-yard rushing touchdown to open up the game, and then he had a 1-yard touchdown to end the first quarter. So 2 touchdowns here in the first quarter for Carson. Your quarterback, Chase, is 10 for 11, 187 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception.
That's
pretty good. That's pretty good.
You don't usually hear interception with him.
No, you don't. And on the season, he's only thrown 2 interceptions. So his 3rd interception this year.
That's got to make him a little ticked off.
Well, yeah, of course, right? But his team's up by 28 points, roughly. And
he's not sweating it.
He's not sweating it. He's not a stat type person, right? And then your leading receiver is going to be Bosco, who had that long 59-yard touchdown reception, but he has 4 catches for 75 yards on just in the first half. And so that's really your Sugars, their big-time stats. For the Tigers, Cole, he's 6 for 11, 46 yards and 1 interception. And then the Tigers' leading rusher is TB with 4 rushes for 27 yards. Of course, number 33 Higgins has 5 rushes for 20 yards, and then Linz, their season-leading rusher, only rushed the ball 5 times for 17 yards. Timberlake did get their only score on a 61-yard pick 6, and that was the only score that Timberlake really had. They've had the ball down in, I want to say, in the red zone maybe once.
Well, they had an interception in the red zone once, and then they were just outside of the red zone.
Yeah, and they just, other than that, they really haven't moved the ball a lot, right? As you see, Cole only has 46 yards passing, but it's just hasn't really been the Timberlake offense that you see on paper right now, right? And the Sugar team, obviously, they can do that to teams. They can definitely do that to teams. So I'm hoping that Timberlake comes out with that 3-headed monster and be able to, just try to rush the ball down Sugar's throat. Try to get something going.
I like that 3-headed monster analogy. That's good. I'm impressed. Well, Timberlake certainly needing to make some adjustments in the halftime and figure out a way to just close this gap. A 34-7 lead for the Sugar-Salem Diggers. Timberlake certainly had moments. In fact, the score doesn't really reflect the game that we've watched. Sugar certainly does reflect what we've seen from them. But Timberlake really should have at minimum 14 points on the board. They were down there in the red zone before they had that interception. Had been driving. I really thought they'd punch it in and score. And then one other time we're down there just barely outside of the red zone. So, again, the score not indicative of the action we've seen on the field today. And I think the coaching staff for Timberlake had to be probably mentioning the very same thing. Hey, guys, Kelly Amos, the head coach, I'm sure he talked to them and said, that was one half. Let's not let one half of play determine this game. We're still in it. We can still bring it back. We've got to play our best ball of the season, and we can.
Yeah.
So,
I just want to give a shout out to my Clemson Tigers. They finally did something for their season and beat Notre Dame today.
They did?
Yeah, 31-23.
Because we know you're a closet Notre Dame fan.
No, definitely not.
Well, thanks for watching the Idaho Launch Halftime Show. Did you know current Idaho seniors are eligible for up to $8,000 in grant money? Apply today. Idaho Launch, support in every direction. The kickoff is made, and Cooper Lentz breaking tackles. It takes him, it doesn't get a lot. He gets out to the 24, maybe the 25. But, man, he was 3 or 4 people deep in that. I'm totally impressed with Cooper. He is just a great athlete. They do mark it at the 26, so 6 of those yards were second effort from Cooper. Great job, Cooper. Keep it up. So Timberlake will have the ball to start this. They move their line again in that shifting formation. So they're going to send Cooper right behind that shift, and Cooper's going to make a nice gain. He'll probably pick up 7 yards. Cash Harris comes in and makes the tackle, but they do give him a gain of 7. Boy, that you can see that's where that worked. They tried to do that down there at the goal line, and it didn't work for them. Sugar stuffed it, but they just had 3 and 4 blockers right in front of Cooper Lentz and gave him enough room to pick up. Now they're actually showing
8 yards.
8-yard gain, so good for him. I'll probably see that again. They do give it to Lentz again. Lentz does make the cut. He does get the first down. He's going to take it down to 45. I think they'll probably give him the 45 or the 44.
Well, the reason that
there is a flag on the play, however.
Yeah, the reason that he got that big hole is because there's a little bit of a hold.
Holding on the offense, 10-yard penalty from the previous spot. Replay, second down.
My friend Blair Peepo getting on the mic. It's sure nice to have him tell us what it is. So what was really an academic maneuver to get a first down puts the ball back 10 yards, and we end up with a 2nd and 11. So not what Timberlake wanted to see happen when they were moving the ball, first 2 plays. But you're right, there's a reason there's a big hole. Now the officials come in and stop the action. Looking to see what they're doing. They're marking more yards off.
They missed the mark by two yards.
They did. They mismarked it, so it's 2nd and 12. And off again to Lentz. Lentz makes the cut. He's going to pick up the almost picks up the first down. He's going to be a yard short, maybe. Great play as Lentz ducked a couple of tackles and then spun and dove forward.
Yeah, you can definitely see why he has 1,000 yards in the season. He's very talented with the ball in his hands.
I'm very impressed with that young man. Definitely in my stable of running backs if I ever have a professional NFL high school team. 3rd and 1 for Timberlake. Handoff is going to go again to Cooper. Cooper's going to be caught in the backfield for a loss. That'll be a loss of 2 on the play. Guess who that is? That's Ben Aldrich. He gets in there for the Diggers and knocks him back. Now it's going to be 4th and a long 3.5. I guess. No, now they changed it. It is 4th and 3.
Yeah.
And this is country. I don't know if you want to go for it. I think you kick it.
Well, you're already down by 28.
But do you want to be down by 48?
Yeah, well, it's that risk you need to take, though, If you're going to start a comeback, it really starts here.
Well, my friend, you called it because they are not going to kick. They roll back. Pass is thrown, received, and the first down gain. So good job as Meedinger makes the pass out to Hansen. Hansen in the flat takes the ball down to the 40-yard line. It is the 40, 1st and 10 for Timberlake. Wow, Meedinger really, that's a gutsy play because he made that snap, faked everything up the middle, and then he kept it on the shadow hide down to his side and rolled around the left side, right side of the field, and then made the throw to. Oh my gosh, he's getting caught. Menninger caught in the backfield. He gets the throw away. I'm trying to see the official call. He threw the ball as he went down. I think they're going to say he was down. If not, it was recovered by Sugar. Waiting for Blair to tell me what it is.
The result of the play is a forward pass. 33 was in the area. Second down.
Well stated. They had a receiver in the area. He tried to throw it. It just blobbed out and hit the ground. So it'll be a forward pass, which is fortunate because otherwise it was a loss of 15.
Loss of 15. Well, it should have been a fumble if anything else, right?
Yeah, well, that's true. Could have been a fumble as well. So it went well. It's going to set up a 2nd and 10 for the Tigers. Menninger in the shotgun. He's going to hand it off to Cooper Lentz. Lentz is going to be caught in the backfield. He's going to be caught and brought down. Again, a loss of 4 or 5. That's McAnally in there making that stop.
Yeah, he sneaked right in between like the center and the guard area and just cut him down for a 2-yard loss.
McAnally having a great game, both sides.
Yeah, he really is.
That's got to be fun. So McAnally smiling as he has had 2 sacks in today's game.
Well, the big name for Sugar we haven't heard of on the defensive line is Ryan Bingham.
Oh, big pass going downfield. It's going to be caught. Cooper Lentz makes a catch at the 28-yard line. He lands on the ball. That might have knocked the air out of him. He stays on the ground. Josiah Bosco on the coverage fell on top of Lentz.
Yeah, it was a 30-yard reception for Lentz, and I think you're right on. He landed on that ball.
It was a ball, and then him, and then Bosco on top of him.
Yeah,
so that's got to hurt.
Beautiful catch right over the shoulder for that 30-yard gain.
Yeah, you can't ask for better catch than that. Puts him down just outside of the red zone, too. But I don't think they've got 4 running backs to do the job, so.
Yeah, but he's really shown, especially here in the second half already, him alone has now.
The good news, folks, Cooper Lentz up, walking on his own, staggered a little bit, so it's indicative he probably just had the air knocked out of him. He's going to run and join his teammates, but somebody's going to have to tell him he has to come out.
Yeah, well, I was just saying, like, him alone, he has 47 yards of total scrimmage yards just in the past 3 minutes. So
8 minutes and 20 seconds left to go in the third quarter, and it's been all Cooper Lentz, really.
It's really been all Cooper. So if obviously he's fine now. But
yeah, he's over on the sideline. Somebody did talk to him, and he's going to just kind of walk it off and be in for the next series, or downs, I'm sure. All right, out of the shotgun, Menninger hands it off. It's going to go over the right side. Not much there as they hand it off to TB. TB's going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. Sugar read that well. Very, very well. A lot of these Sugar players, names you and I recognize, these Dowlings, Bingham, Stewarts, Harris, Rumsey, Aldrich.
Yeah, before that big
Sidoy.
pass, I was talking about Bingham. He has 5.5 sacks on the season, 10.5 tackles for loss, and he just been really quiet today. And that's really the only player that hasn't stood out for that Sugar team.
He's playing that top side. That is surprising because that's where they've been running at all night. And guess who makes the tackle on that play? Ryan Bingham. Higgins with the carry. He'll pick up a gain of 3. Ryan Bingham brings him down. Cutler also assisting, but Bingham definitely making the tackle. So it's 3rd and 7 now for Timberlake. And in a do or die, a first down puts them in the red zone. They have to get there to get into scoring territory. What's their kicking game like?
We're going to find out, aren't we?
Well, looks like we are because they get nothing there. A yard only on the carry. Again, Higgins taking the ball, but just the whole defensive line of Sugar there, nothing doing. They got to have been brave and taking it out the corner again. So it's now 4th and 6. And they're not going to kick. We're not going to find out. They don't have a field goal kicker. We found that out. We had a kicker last night in our game that was phenomenal.
A 5-star recruit.
We don't get those very often. All right, the pass is up. Catches look to be made. No catch. It's going to fall incomplete as Yetter had a shot right at the corner just before the goal line. He was well defended. Both players going up for the ball. For the Diggers, that is Riley Williams on defense. And if Yeter came down with the ball, Williams knocked it away, and that's kind of how Yeter was acting after the fact.
Yeah.
So, for the third time this game, it's a turnover on downs. And Sugar will get the ball at the 24-yard line to plenty of time to do their thing. Chase still in the ball game. He drops back, he throws, he's got a catch. Not much gain there as Josiah Bosco, that's kind of his territory. Wide out, right along the sideline. And they're going to give him 3 yards. That's generous, I would say, because I really think he only had about 1.5 yards. And then they knocked him back. So Timberlake read it well. And now Chase coming back into the shotgun. He's kind of rotating back and forth this half. 5 minutes, 50 seconds and counting in this third quarter. Chase back to pass. He's throwing deep. He's got a receiver, but he overthrows his receiver. Harris was there. Is that Harris?
It's Cash Harris.
Cash Harris. It's got a 4 on it, so I know it's a Harris. That narrows it down to 1 of 3. Cash Harris, really wide open. If he could have put it right over his shoulder blade, maybe not a touchdown, but some serious yardage. And so it falls incomplete. It'll set up a 3rd down for Sugar. And Timberlake covered that well. They had 2 men out there with Harris. Harris just had 2 steps on him. So Chase will go up under center on this play, 3rd and 7. Takes the snap. He's going to keep the ball. He's got a pass. He's got a man open. He's got a catch made. That's Cash Harris. Harris is going to be very close. They do spot it as a 1st down. I was going to say it's the 36-yard line. That is an excellent receiver. Goes just the right amount of distance to get the 1st down before he turns and looks at his quarterback. So it wasn't the big gain, but the enough gain.
Yeah.
So doing what he's supposed to do, Cash Harris makes the reception, gives him a fresh set of downs, and this time bare backfield as Chase back there by himself in the shotgun. And he's going to take the ball right up the middle, and he'll get nowhere as Timberlake reads that exceptionally well. He's stopped at the line of scrimmage. On the tackle, number 70, Luke Shell. Yeah, Luke Shell. First time we've had his name tonight, but he made a great stop as he just blitzed right into that quarterback and did not let him go any farther. So a good stop for him. Now he rotates over to the other side as they expect the ball coming at him. Again, Chase in the backfield. Quick pass out. I believe that's probably going to be Tate Cutler. Cutler's going to go get the 1st down. He's going to pick up an extra probably 7-8 yards. In addition, Cutler having a great second half here as he brings the ball down to the 46-yard line. 1st and 10, Sugar.
Yep, that's his 2nd reception for 18 yards there.
He's having a good time.
He's having a good game, especially defensively. He's been all over the field defensively and offensively. He's had some good catches.
Well, when the game's going your way, you're having some real positive experiences, positive plays. It doesn't matter how bad you hurt. You'll worry about that tomorrow. You just smile all game.
Yeah, 23 yards on the ground for Tate Cutler as well, including a touchdown.
Chase back to throw. He's got a receiver open downfield. He's made a connection to Tate Cutler again. Cutler brought down right at about the 12. Trying to see the mark. Is it the 12 or the 11? Cooper Lentz on the tackle as he was on coverage. They move it to the 12. So at the 12-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Diggers. The Diggers now in the red zone again, trying to move their score up into the 40s with 4 minutes and 13 seconds and counting. They could get a first down at the 3-yard line.
Yeah, Tate Cutler there with the 34-yard reception.
He must have heard us talking about him. Chase makes another snap, quick throw out. It's not to Bosco, but it is a touchdown. Is that Wayne Cafferty? Is that what I'm reading?
No, it's McAnally.
McAnally, 7 on that. Dawson McAnally makes the catch, and it looked like he probably would have been brought down about the 2 or 3, and he just sidesteps and takes it into the end zone before they bring him down. So McAnally getting, is it his second?
That is his first.
First.
Of the game.
He certainly has made a number of great plays. Tykert, that young man that Josh thinks is a pretty darn good kicker. Porter Tykert. Kick is planted. It's up. It's good. Tykert, good for money when he gets a chance to kick. Besides that, he's an all-around good kid, right?
Yeah. Good family to be around.
All right, we're going to fade away for some commercial sponsors. We'll be back in just a minute.
Folks, I've got good news and bad news. Bad news? You just took that selfie with poison ivy. Good news, someone gets to use their coverage from Your Health Idaho.
Quality coverage for as low as $0 a month.
Welcome back to Bobcat Stadium, where the Sugar-Salem Diggers have just gone up again on the Timberlake Tigers, now 41-7 with 3 minutes and 53 seconds left in the third quarter. The Diggers now in control of this game and this half. Timberlake has driven the ball down the field a number of times and just not able to get into the end zone. Sugar kicks, a squab kick, hits one of the players. It is fielded by Timberlake at the 30, but he'll get back to the 34 at best.
Porter just kicked it right into the face of number 44 for the Tigers.
And
he's lucky that ball didn't bounce towards
to Jonathan Hansen's credit, he had his head turned. So he wasn't expecting that. He was turning to see where the ball was coming down. They weren't expecting a squib kick and caught him off guard. So at the 34, they mark the ball. 1st and 10 for Timberlake. Timberlake's going to move their line to this side of the field and expect the ball to come this side. It does kind of go right up the field, but Cooper Lentz will gain only a yard as he's caught. Carson Harris says, I know that play. I run it myself. You're not going to do it. And so they give him a yard on that play. Lentz, he's earning some yards, but they're hard-fought yards.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Sugar isn't allowing him to gain a lot of, extra yards, but once he does, he's definitely fighting for everything he's getting.
Definitely. 3 minutes now, just under 20 seconds and counting. As Mediger takes the ball, he's going to hand it off right up the middle to Lentz again. Lentz loss of a yard on the play as they read it quickly. Number 66 for...
That's Bingham.
Is that Bingham? It is Bingham. Well, he just needs you to say his name because now we've got him twice on tackles, and that one's for a sack. Oh, they're being generous. They say he got back to the line of scrimmage. There's no way he got back to the line of scrimmage.
That play was unfortunate, too, because Cole was trying to hand the ball off to Linz, but I think it was like an RPO almost, and so the ball looked like he was trying to stuff it more into the stomach of Linz there, but
well, the problem is there was two Sugar-Salem defenders, one on each, Cole and Cooper. So who keeps the ball? Who's got the best shot? Okay, Menninger back to pass. He's looking. He's got somebody downfield. He's going to get the pass complete. Down to close to the 48-yard line. That's Yetter. Jacob Redder is going to get the ball at the 48-yard line. That's enough for a first down. After those 2 straight stops at the line, they got to say that's pretty good.
Yeah, not bad. That's Yetter's 3rd catch of the game.
Yeah, I'm impressed with Cole Mediger. That guy's staying in some really gnarly pockets. Pockets collapsing, or he's throwing over the heads of other people. Doesn't say what his size is, but he's got to be at least 6'2". At least he looks it. Mediger takes it again. He's going to look to pass. A flag flies in what can only be a holding, so he wisely just runs upfield until he doesn't get hit and goes down on a knee. But there is a penalty down there that can only be a hold.
That's exactly what it's going to be.
Yep, it is. The referee, Blair, people. His microphone doesn't appear to be working, but he's got a pretty good voice.
That stadium can project it a little bit more than usual.
Yeah, and Blair does have a pretty solid voice. I've invited him on broadcasts before, and he goes, no, we'd spend the whole time debating rules. And I said, oh, that's actually probably true. So it is a 10-yard penalty instead of probably a 7-yard gain. Timberlake makes the shift. The linemen go to the top of the screen. The ball's handed off to Tibby to the top of the screen, and nothing there. There's going to be a loss. Oh, they give him back to the line of scrimmage. So
Tate Cutler again.
Tate Cutler and Carson Harris. No, not Carson. Cash. Wrong Harris.
Tate Cutler was the first man there, and Cash was able to help that tackle out. But Tate, man, he's having himself a heck of a game.
Yeah, we always have an IdahoSports.com player of the game, and today it's going to be challenging again.
It's going to be
challenged
tough.
Last night. It's going to be tough again today. So, second and, 22? 20. Mediger back to pass. He's got a minute. He pulls it back. He's going to keep it because he's getting crashed. He's going to be brought down short of the original line of scrimmage.
Leidinger on the carry for positive yards, brought down.
So it'll set up 3rd and 15 probably. It's a pretty good play considering.
Yeah, he did have a receiver open down the field, but he wasn't comfortable in that pocket right then and there. And so he ran the ball instead of throwing, gained about 5 yards.
I think he could have made the throw, but not only do you have to anticipate where your receiver is going to be, you have to anticipate what the defender is going to do. And as a quarterback, you always have to be concerned about that floating safety.
Yeah.
Where's he at? And if you don't have time to check those all off, you don't. Mediger throws a deep pass. He's got a receiver downfield. Oh, a collision, but he makes the catch. Oh, my goodness, Cooper Lentz makes the catch at the 31 in double coverage and a collision as the safety came in and hit him, and time runs out on the 3rd quarter. A first down for Timberlake, close to his red zone. What a great play by Cooper Lentz and Cole Mediger as they combined for a great first down. So with the 3rd quarter done and dusted, 3 quarters of play out of the way, it's Sugar-Salem 41, Timberlake 7. We're going to fade away for some sponsors. We'll be back in just a minute. Welcome back to Bobcat Stadium as the Timberlake Tigers, just a big 25-yard gainer connection between Cole Mediger and Cooper Lentz, just before half, or the quarter break, connected and brought the ball down to the 33-yard line, 1st and 10, Timberlake, and that's the 33 of the Diggers. So Timberlake looking to do something that they haven't. They've gotten the ball down here 3 or 4 times and have not been able to get into the end zone. So this should be an opportunity for them to figure out, hopefully during the quarter break, as we start the fourth quarter here, how to get that into the end zone and make sure that they get some positive points. Menninger with the ball. He's back to pass. He pulls it back. He's going to throw it. He's got a man wide open. They're going to say he made the catch. I thought it was tipped away, but he made the catch. That's Yeater.
Testing.
Yeater makes it at the 6-yard line. Yeater went up, double coverage. One of the Diggers went up and looked like he was 3 feet above the ball almost and tried to tip it away. I thought he did, but came down in the arms of Yeater as he was bear hugged by a Digger and went right down, but he made the pass. That's two catches, one by Lentz, one by Yeater, that are exceptional with coverage. So kudos to those 2 young men. Meter now with the ball and the pass. It's thrown out to Cooper Lentz. Lentz makes the reception. He'll gain a yard, and he's taken down immediately. That's Abe Baldwin. He didn't let much happen. 6-yard line. In fact, so no gain on the play.
No gain, yep.
I thought he picked up a yard, but I guess that's all schematics. Abe wasn't going to let him do anything. All right, Timberlake trying to find that magic potion to get them into the end zone. Manager going to hand it off up the middle to Lentz. Lentz, nothing doing. It's going to be no gain on that play as he meets the entire line. Number 10 and number 51. Number 51 is Clark Sidaway. And Samuel Gonzalez just stuffed that hole, and Cooper Lentz had nowhere to go. Grateful they're going to give him right back at the 6-yard line. So 3rd down and goal from the 6. As Timberlake's trying to figure it out. Menninger back to pass. He's got a receiver. It goes in and out of the hands of Jonathan Hansen. However, there's a flag on the play. And that'll probably be a holding against Timberlake.
I don't know. I think it's against Sugar.
Personal foul.
Yeah.
On the defense,
you called it.
half the distance to the goal, automatic first down.
Well, that's a big boost right there. Roughing the passer against Sugar. They'll move the ball half a distance to the goal, which puts it at the 3. But more than anything, because of the short field, they automatically give them a first down.
Absolutely.
That's a big deal. Big deal. So at the 3-yard line, they've got 4 sets of downs to get into the end zone and get some scores and actually disrupt Sugar's normal points allowed. They're going to hand it off up the middle. Cooper Lentz, he'll pick up probably maybe 2. He keeps squirming, and he hasn't touched the ground yet, so he's squirming, trying to roll across some Sugar bodies to get additional yardage. There was like 3 big guys he was crawling across. The official comes in and slaps the grass like he's in a wrestling match and says, no, that's where it's at. I thought it was a wrestling call. All right, it's at the 1-yard line. 1 and change, I guess. 2nd and goal from the 1.5 mark. Shifting line. They're going to give it again to Lentz. No, the option out. They're going to get into the end zone. Touchdown, Timberlake. Option play out to TB. TB makes the last-minute dive as he's brought down, and the ball goes across the plane, and it'll be a touchdown for the Tigers. Great play. I watched that shifting line. I watched the fake up the middle to Cooper Lentz. Thought that's where it was going, and Menninger kept the ball and optioned it out to TB, and TB took it right in. Great call for the offensive coordinator for Timberlake. And now they're going to set up for the extra point. Vaughn Higgins, the kicker. Kick is up. It's good. So Timberlake on the board in double digits. That's first time all season, isn't it? Well, I guess it's the average.
Yeah.
That an opposing team for Sugar has got into double digits. Their average allowed is 8 points something per game.
8.5, yeah. Let's see here. So against South Fremont, they allowed 12. Against Teton, they allowed 14.
Okay.
Against Timberlake, they allowed 8. Marsh Valley, 6. Star Valley, 14. Shelley, 14. And that's it.
Nobody's got over 14 points with them.
No one's
Timberlake's
got over
got their 14 points that they did last game.
Mm-hmm.
What was the score?
55-8 last game.
My goodness.
Yeah, I think a lot of people are hoping and wanting that that people can see this Sugar team going up against Homedale. Which, again, last night Homedale beat, trying to figure it out,
Snake
but
River.
they beat Snake River 28-0.
Yeah, they did. So they move on to play Teton, game we were on last week.
Yep.
And I assume that's going to be over at Homedale because they're the higher-rated team. So the 3A, Teton and Homedale will go at it at Homedale. And then this game, Sugar, the higher-rated. If Sugar wins this game, I suspect we'll have a game right here again next week between Weiser and Sugar. Weiser skimping, just barely skipping by Kimberly on that 35-32 win last night. A lot of good football, Josh.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Timberlake with the squid kick. It's going to go down and be fielded, tried to be fielded. Now they pick it up at the 10, 15, 20.
Oh, fumble.
Fumbled. Ball is fumbled. A ball is recovered by Timberlake. That's Yeater. Number 4 comes up with the ball. Abe Baldwin looked like had the ball. Either that or Tate Cutler. I couldn't tell which.
It was number 9, Abe Baldwin.
Okay, it was Baldwin.
Yeah, he got popped right there. He tried to spin around and
tried to spin, and the helmet kicked it out.
Yep.
It's always that darn helmet or the arm, right?
Exactly. This is a perfectly placed helmet.
So Timberlake in great position at the 20-yard line to move the ball back in and get another score and put up more points than have ever been put up on Sugar this year. That'd be fun to watch.
Yes, it would.
Menninger going to go out of the shotgun, 2 backs in the backfield. He fakes the handoff. He now throws out to Lentz. Cooper Lentz makes the catch, picks up the first down, and takes it down to the 3-yard line. That's not just a first down. That's a first and goal. And it is at the 3. What a great play. I was looking at the 20 thinking that, they've struggled moving that from the 20-yard line in this red zone. Apparently they made an adjustment at halftime. So coaching staffs are for.
Yeah, Cole has looked like a different quarterback this second half. A lot more confidence in him.
Definitely much more confidence. So with a fresh set of downs, Menninger out of the shotgun. He's going to hand it off to Cooper Lentz. Lentz powers it. He's not going to get the touchdown, I don't think. They're going to say he's down at the 1. I think they could have pushed that one across and called it, to be honest with you. They allow pushing in high school.
Well, not too much, right, for the safety of these young kids. But, yeah, it did seem that they blew the whistles a little quicker than usual.
I think they should have let that one play. Again, reason that we're up here, they're down there. I talked with Blair People, the referee tonight, often, good friends, and discuss sports and plays, and I know how much time he puts into it. All right, the play's going to go off. They're not going to get it in, I don't think.
He has to be like 6 inches short.
The official literally, when he runs up to spot the ball, Lentz was with the carry. He spots the ball. His foot is on the yellow or the white. We are looking at 1.5 inches. I've got my binoculars on it. 1.5 inches to the goal line. I don't know why you don't go under center and take that on a quarterback keeper, Josh.
Did a little tush push, right?
Make sure whoever your center is, that he's the biggest guy on the team.
Yeah.
And you've got it. There's no other way. And they're not going to do it. They're going to go out of the shotgun. They do this all the time. They're going to hand it off again to Lentz. Lentz is going to get it in the end zone. Touchdown, Young Timberlake. Boy, that's deserving. Cooper Lentz powers in for that touchdown. And he's kind of been the workhorse here the last few minutes. 7 minutes and 34 seconds left in this contest. And Timberlake gets on the board into the 20s. More points than has ever been put up on Sugar this year to date. And they set up for the 1 point extra point conversion. The kick is up. Von Higgins, and it's good. So it's now Sugar-Salem 41 and Timberlake 21. Just 20 points. They could get a 20-point differential made up in 7 minutes, right?
Absolutely. Why not?
I think so.
Linz, just himself alone, has 95 yards of total scrimmage.
Well, Yetter certainly hasn't maybe got as many yards, but certainly been as influential with his
so he's
catches and carries and fumble recoveries.
He had a fumble recovery and 2 receptions. He had a 25-yard reception and a 14-yard reception.
And we're going to recognize a couple of our power boosters help bring us this game. They include Flam Funeral Home, Upper Valley Orthopedics, Pocock Trucking, Grand Peaks Affordable Healthcare, Crapo Trucking, Sunglow of Idaho, Inc., Helena Agri Enterprises, and ProPete Fertilizer.
At Andy's Heating and Cooling, they understand the importance of a fully functioning and efficient air conditioning system. That is why their goal is to provide only the best services coupled with great customer service, integrity, and honesty to every single one of their customers. No matter the system, you can be sure that they can service it. In business since 1972, Andy's Heating and Cooling is a name you can trust. With a 100% satisfaction, guaranteed. Your first call should always be to Andy's Heating and Cooling. Service all of North Idaho since 1972. Thanks to you.
All right, a squid kick. It looks like it's going to be a scramble, and I do believe Timberlake got it. They did.
It was an onside kick, and Sugar hit one of the Sugar players.
And bounced off.
Yeah.
And guess who picked it up? Jacob Yeter. Oh, Sugar-Salem is upset because it did hit the pad of one of the Sugar players and then bounced right into the arms of Yeter. And
are you feeling a little bit of a momentum shift? I'm feeling it.
I feel like Sugar's feeling shell-shocked is what I think. They're looking around going, what? That can't be. Not as good a field position. It's the ball's at the 46, their own 46 for the Tigers. But certainly, possession-wise, this is what they need. Mittiger, long bomb. He's got a receiver. He's going to overthrow him because he let him into the sideline. And guess, he was trying to hit Lentz. That's no surprise to anybody. But well covered by Josiah Bosco, also for Sugar, as he was right with him. So Mittiger had no choice but to throw it high and to try to get him up and grab it. And it was just high enough that it went over his head to into the sideline. All right, so 2nd and 10. And you feel the natives here on the Sugar side getting a little restless. They're going to hand it off up the middle. They'll only pick up maybe a yard, if that. Lentz, again, the ball carrier. That boy's got to be tired.
Yeah, he's now carried the ball.
A lot.
17 times in the game.
17 times in the game?
Yep.
Well, 7 minutes in this contest still. I guess it could be that we have a turnaround on this. Officials pause the game as they're going to exchange balls out. They try to move that ball out every play, and I think they forgot on that one. So they're getting ready to set. Timberlake with a 3rd and 9, needing to get the first down to keep things going in their momentum. They're going to fake the handoff back to pass. He's passing over the middle. It's knocked away. Yeter had a great shot at it, but Josiah Bosco said nothing doing. I think Bosco could have picked that.
Well, Bosco played perfectly, right? He read his man. He realized this was going to be an 8-yard out, just trying to get that first down.
Knew right where to be.
And he put his hand out as soon as he saw the eyes go back for the ball. Bosco ran that play perfectly.
It's how they wrote it up in the defensive handbook, right?
Yeah.
Well, that brings up a powerful 4th and 9 for Timberlake, and of course they have no choice but to go for it with a 20-point differential. Bendiger out of the shotgun, back to pass. He's looking, he's rolling to the right side and looking. He's going to be tripped up. What happened?
He caught the ball.
He caught it?
I think he might be a yard short.
He is just a half yard short. That is not going to be enough as Yeater caught that ball in which I thought was a gopher kidder.
And they're gonna measure it just for. Yeah, they're definitely gonna measure this just for. It's a big game. It's state playoffs, so absolutely they're gonna measure just to make sure they got it right.
Well, we'll recognize some more of our commercial sponsors as we're running out of time here. Gateway Park in Idaho Falls is bringing the mountain to the town this winter season. Gateway Parks is a new tubing hill in Idaho Falls located right by Ryder Park on Sunnyside Road, close to the freeway. It snows every day at Gateway Park. Great for families, friends, youth groups. Everyone will have fun at East Idaho's newest tubing adventure. Josh, I wasn't looking at that. What did it look like?
Oh, yeah, they're
half yard short?
Yeah, they're about half yard short.
Oh, yeah. Did they make the call?
Nothing officially yet, but. Okay, now they have, I guess. So, yeah.
Turnover on downs. I didn't see the call, but Timberlake knew what it was. They had their defense out on the field. Sugar knew what it was. They had their offense on the field. Just us up here in the booth. So Sugar now, their first possession of the fourth quarter, and we're going to stop play. As Timberlake says, they're going to take a timeout. We'll take some time to recognize our sponsors.
Grand Peaks Medical Center, your community health center, is proud to support our local athletes and keep them healthy on their road to the state titles. Grand Peaks, located in St. Anthony and Rexburg, provided affordable medical, dental, behavioral health, and pharmacy services for the entire family. Their healthcare providers and staff are highly trained and experienced in all areas of primary medicine, obstetrics, family dentistry, behavioral health, and prescription services. Grand Peaks is committed to establishing a personal relationship with each patient and providing affordable health care for your family. Visit grandpeaks.org online for our full list of services. Good luck, diggers, from all the staff at Grand Peaks. They mentioned there that they're wishing on to their state titles. Yes, this is for football, but Sugar recently just had both their boys and girls win state soccer.
They won state volleyball too, didn't they?
And I
girls?
think, girls. I think they did, yeah.
Sugar needing a new wall for all their successes. All right, Sugar's now going to be wise, and they're just going to run that ball right up the middle, and that's what Timberlake expected. Carson Harris doesn't get much, maybe half a yard.
They're going to say he barely got back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, you're right. I'm always generous as I look at the guy with the down marker, and he's never right. So
yeah, that's his first carry of the second half.
Carson's?
So this is only their second drive of the second half.
Wow. Okay. And they'll play conservative at this point in time. They have the game in control with less than 5 minutes to go. All right, Chase is going to keep the quarterback option. He pays for that as he gets it down to the 38. You get the first down, but he gets a hit. There's another. That's TB, the running back / defensive back, who hits him and takes him down in a hit that he'll feel for the weekend.
Yeah, Chase being a physical quarterback out there. What was the term last night that we got told? The Thorderback.
Thorderback. Bronco Mendenhall coined that, Thorderback. The guy can do it all, and you don't know which he's going to do because they both scare you.
Tim Tebow type.
Yep. All right, they're going to hand it off to him around the right side of the field. There's a wide open hole for McAnally. McAnally's going to take it all the way into the end zone. He goes tripped up at the last minute. Wow, he doesn't get in. Vaughn Higgins trips him up at the 5, and he stumbles forward and goes down 1 yard shy of the touchdown that he was trying to figure out how to celebrate. I'm just a broadcaster, but he earned that touchdown. It's a shame if they don't line him up in a running back position and give him a shot.
Well, he's
going
not.
Across.
So it looks like they're going to hand it off to either Tate or
Carson. Oh, that's a shame. That's really a shame. He's not even out on the field, is he? So much for my theory. They'll give it to Carson and let him dance it in. Nope, they're going to give it to Tate. There he takes it in. Touchdown, Diggers. Tate Cutler gets another touchdown, and it wasn't even touched. You know, he's going to come over here, and he owes McAnally a milkshake. I'd say steak dinners, but let's get real. These guys are high school students. They can't afford that, but a milkshake they can.
You never know. A lot of these high schoolers probably got a lot of money saved up from the harvest.
Could do.
They're in Sugar.
Tykert again gets the kick. It's up and good. Kind of puts the nail in the coffin with 4 minutes and 40 seconds left in this game. 48-21, Sugar-Salem up on the Timberlake Tigers. Timberlake making a really, really good stand there, trying to couple of quick turnovers. We thought, shoot, we might even get Timberlake pushing 30. But turnover on downs, and Sugar just takes it right into the end zone. Kind of what they've been taught to do. I don't know if they know different. When we started this, you said this is going to be an offensive powerhouse, lots of scoring. I thought, well, yeah, sure, it's a state playoff game, and it's Sugar. We've called Sugar before. But, that's almost 70 points on the board there combined.
Yeah.
That's a lot of scoring. Not like the score last night. One of our 8-man games was 90-0.
Yeah, that was crazy.
You wonder if they had any time to the other team.
Was there another team?
Well, it's almost you spend the whole time kicking off and letting the other team run it back.
Yeah.
One play and done to get 90 points almost. All right, Sugar kicking off. They're going to kick it. It's going to be fielded at the 40, taken out to the 45, the 48-yard line.
Ball returned out across the 45-yard line by Tebby.
Tebby was the receiver on that. And they'll mark that at the 48, looks like, I think. 1st and 10. So not very different from where they took over after the fumble last time, right there in that same country.
On the onside kick, yeah.
Or the onside, excuse me, not the fumble. The fumble was down here, wasn't it? So onside kick, they got a fresh set of downs, and Timberlake needing to move this ball. They're going to hand it off, and he's hit hard. Whoa, spun around, loss of 1. Tebby brought down by Carson Harris, not Carson, but Cash Harris. What a hit. Cash Harris just spun that back around. They're gracious and giving back to the line of scrimmage, but he wasn't anywhere close to that. Maybe his foot kicked out was the forward motion. Benninger back to pass. He doesn't find what he needs. He's going to be caught in the backfield and sacked. Guess who it is?
That's Ryan.
Ryan Bingham gets the sack. It's going to be a big loss. That's 5-10, about 12 yards lost on the sack. And that's painful. Benninger's just working like a workhorse back there, trying to make things happen. And Bingham just said, nah, I gave you 2 seconds. That's enough.
That's Sugar's that's their second sack of the evening or afternoon for Sugar. Last night, we saw a lot of sacks.
Yes, we did.
Yeah,
like
Sugar's
7?
Sugar's had a lot of tackle for losses, though. That's the big thing.
Well, now with a 3rd and very, very long, they have no choice but to throw something. They do. They get it in the hands. They were going to try the flea flicker, and Sugar thwarts that. Did they get it back? So, yeah, they did get it back. So Timberlake, the pass was completed out to Yetter. Yetter was trying to get the ball to Lance, who was coming down the outside sideline, and the 2 Sugar boys right there on him just held his arms, and they took him down. They weren't able to do it. They just collapsed everything. So a big 4th down probably with 2 minutes and 30 seconds, the last time they'll touch the ball if they can't get it to work. Mediger's going to keep it. He tries to juke the player and run out of bounds. He does run out of bounds, but it's short of the first down mark. He did a great run, just about 5 yards short. On a normal situation, he'd have got it. As it is, they'll mark it at the 46-yard line, 1st and 10, Sugar, and with enough time for Sugar to basically 2 minutes and 29 seconds make one first down and call it good.
Yeah, no, Cole there had he rushed for about 12 yards, but it was 4th and 21, so
tough to make up that much.
Quite a little bit shorter.
Sugar calls a timeout. I'm guessing they're going to call the next 4 plays. With 2 minutes and 29 seconds, obviously Sugar will be moving on to play Weiser. And we assume, based on all the other rankings and seedings we've got here, that we will see the game here.
At Madison, yeah, more than likely. I mean, it's either going to be here at Holt or a Holt Arena.
Could be at Holt, depending on weather. I know there's a rule that goes into play in the semis, though.
Oh, it actually might be at Holt, huh? Because of the semis.
Well, it's an east-west thing.
Yeah.
Weiser's a west side of the state. Sugar's an east side of the state, so they may having one. Depends on where it was played last year. Did they play it on the west side of the state last year?
I have no idea.
Yeah, I don't either. We could probably figure it out in about 10 minutes, but we're on the air. So if it was on the west side of the state last year, it'll be over here this year. But if it was over here this year, it'll be over there.
Yeah, we've got new players in.
Oh, we do, don't we? They brought in all the new players. That's why they called the timeout.
Yeah, they got the junior Jack Gardner at quarterback now.
Oh, fun. Fun. They're going to hand it off to a new number. It's going to pick up almost 8 yards on the carry. I'm not sure who that is. Latrell
Markle. Yep,
is he on your roster?
Yep, the freshman.
I'm going to let you call Sugar because I don't have any of them on my roster.
Latrell Markle picks up the first down. Inside the 45 to the 44-yard line, 1st and 10 Digger.
Latrell, that's a nice carry for the young man. All right, under center. They're going to hand it off straight up the middle. Doesn't quite work as well as Carson when he does it, but good nonetheless. I think that's going to be Peyton Blazer. They got 23, Jason Fleming and Peyton. Who's our sophomore? So it's probably Peyton Blazer. Getting some playing time. All these new numbers they brought up the JV and implemented them into the roster. Josh, the man with all the answers, had that. I didn't. I just had the old varsity. Again, they're going to hand it off. Number 1 takes the carry, and I believe that is going to be the freshman, Adrian Williams.
Carried by Adrian Williams for a 4-yard gain. Down to the
4-yard gains, 3rd and 6 for the Diggers. In 1 minute, 30 seconds, now 29 and counting. So Sugar just taking plenty of time. Plenty of time. As Jack Gardner comes over and talks to the coaches, and then he goes in. Probably not as adept at watching the clock as what they're used to, but trying to drain every minute as they can out of that clock. They're going to hand it off up the middle again. Pick up a couple yards, that's all. Jason Fleming is what they say, the junior, not the sophomore. Okay, so Jason Fleming on the carry. He'll pick up those 2 extra yards. And it's going to be 4th down, 4th and 4.5, I guess. Maybe a long or a short 5. as they're just looking to burn the clock. Now the clock coming under 30 minutes. 30 seconds, not minutes, my apologies. And they're just looking to take a snap and a knee as this game will be over. I think they're going to, are they going to?
Wait, they might be trying to kick a field goal.
I'm trying to tell what they're going to do. They're calling timeout. Yeah, Sugar calls a timeout. 17 seconds left on the clock.
Second timeout.
Do you think they're going to kick a field goal?
I think so.
Tykert?
Or maybe give the freshman a chance to throw the ball.
You're the freshman quarterback? Number 6?
I see a couple numbers running back and forth, so we'll see what they do.
Interesting. Well, maybe that's it. Just get somebody in the game and give them some state playoff game experience, so when they get back here and they're seniors on varsity, juniors and seniors, that it's not as intimidating.
Yeah.
That's what you always worry about as coaching staff. And Timberlake at this point in time saying, come on, guys, just get it over with. We want to go home.
Got a 6-hour drive back, guys.
Yeah. Well, after stopping and eating at Texas Roadhouse or somewhere nice, I hope, some good meal.
Freshman is coming in, number 6.
Number 6. That's cool. Freshman quarterback.
Frank Fillmore.
His brother's got to be the other Fillmore we were just debating. Jason? No, that's Fleming. Sorry. So Fillmore is going to just hand it off. He hands it off to number 12. And number 12 is going to be Jack Gardner. Is that right? Nope, probably Cason Fife. And he doesn't get anything. They bring it down. So it's a turnover on downs. 13 seconds left on the clock. Timberwolves will get a shot, I guess. I honestly thought Sugar would just let that clock go down and get a first down and then let the clock go out. But yeah, I think I support them giving the younger players on the squad the opportunity to be part of this journey.
Absolutely.
I'll get a letter, right? Varsity letter, freshman year. It's fun. Menninger back. He's going to take a snap and get a shot at something. Goes deep. He's got his runner down there. It's not going to get it, and there's going to be a PI as he was held. That's number 86. Don't have an 86 on the roster, so it's probably 88 for Timberlake. 86 is Braden McDougall.
Pass interference on the defense. 15-yard penalty. Distance results in a first down.
The problem being is while they got a 15-yard penalty and a first down, they've got only 8 seconds. And that's not enough when you're at the 45-yard line. 1st and 10, bigger than that, 8 seconds. So really a chance for, if you're going to throw it, possibly 2 plays if they can connect and get out of bounds. Menninger back to pass. His pocket collapses. He's scrambling to the right. He's throwing. He's got a receiver and gets it out of bounds with, can you see that, Josh? 1 second on the clock?
1 second.
1 second on the clock. The pass is completed to Simmons, Alan Simmons. So he'll have a 7-yard gain on that play. 1 second, only one shot to throw a Hail Mary. That's all they've got left to do. They can't eat up any more yardage. They got to go for the big banana, which is what you want to do. Nothing more than respectability. You want to say, we rang up 28 points on Sugar. Nobody else did that.
Exactly.
They can say it now because they bring up 21, but make it more. Menninger's going to drop back. He's looking. The time runs out. He's scrambling, looking to throw. He's going to keep the ball and just go down. That's going to bring us to the end of the game as he picked up the first down, if it's of any consolation to the Timberlake fans. But time runs out, and Sugar-Salem Diggers have defeated the Timberlake Tigers 48-21. We're going to fade away for some commercial sponsors while we discuss the IdahoSports.com player of the game, and we'll be back.
As Idahoans, we're not afraid to take risks.
All the way, all the way. Good. Go. All the way down, all the way down.
Driving under the influence is not a risk we're willing to take. Be around to do more of what you love.
We do things differently in Idaho. Sometimes we go east to find west, where muddy trails meet huckleberry smiles. stars shine electric, and the wind smells like destiny. Sure, our traffic jams are strange, and not all our steaks are ribeyes. But wherever we go, our eyes never leave the road. Belts strapped and dreams packed, no distractions, no phones, focused. From here to there, it's who we are.
Welcome back to Bobcat Stadium as the Sugar-Salem Diggers have defeated the Timberlake Tigers by a final score of 48-21 in an all-Sugar game, really. It's been an interesting game. Timberlake shown actually a number of times were able to drive the field. They just weren't able to get into the end zone as many times as they should have. So you often hear that the game final score not representative of what we actually experienced in the playing time, but certainly that would be indicative of this game, as we certainly saw a lot of positives out of Timberlake. We wish that good Timberlake team a safe journey home, hopefully a nice steak before they leave.
Yeah, something.
But well-played season. Congratulations on making it to the quarterfinals.
Absolutely.
And then we look at this Sugar-Salem Digger team. Are they three-time state champions?
Three in a row.
3 in a row.
No,
yeah.
actually.
4.
No. They lost a couple years ago to
multiple time state champions. Can we go with
yes,
that? All right.
We'll go with that. Because they
multiple
lost
times.
I want to say it was Teton at the 1 yard line in overtime, if I remember correctly.
Okay.
Boy, it might not have been Teton, but yes, it was a couple years ago they lost, so it's not multiple.
Excellent. Multiple times. But many players for Sugar tonight, this afternoon, just showing their way, having a great time. Josh, you've got the stats there. Why don't you go over those and tell us what you're seeing?
Yeah, so, sorry, hang on here. So Chase ended up with 266 yards in the air. He had 3 passing touchdowns, 1 interception. Carson Harris.
Great game by Chase.
Carson Harris is going to end up with 57 yards and 2 touchdowns. McAnally had a great game himself. He's going to end up with 56 yards rushing and 61 yards receiving and a touchdown. That's going to be, and then of course you had a couple other players that had some big games in there, but there's always one that had
stands out.
Stands out always a lot. So.
Well, as we talk about the IdahoSports.com player of the game, the one that stood out to us is Statsman.
Yeah, that's going to be Tate, number 8 for Sugar.
Tate Cutler.
Yeah, he had 24 yards rushing, 2 touchdowns, and then he had 70 yards.
On 3 catches.
On 3 catches.
Wow,
so
that's a great average, 20 yards.
Yeah, great game from Tate, and then multiple tackles from him as well.
Yeah, he was all over the field tonight. So congratulations to Tate Cutler. You're our IdahoSports.com player of the game. It's the player of the game sponsored by the Idaho Transportation Department. Hey, folks, this has been an IdahoSports.com game stream production of the 2023 Idaho High School Football Playoffs presented by the Idaho Transportation Department and Ideal, Idaho's college saving program. Additional coverage on IdahoSports.com is presented by Project Filter, the Idaho Department of Health and Welfare, Valley-Wide Cooperative, Next Steps Idaho, Your Healthcare Idaho, and your local Toyota dealers. In addition, the local sponsors, which include Flam Funeral Home, Upper Valley Orthopedics, Pocock Trucking, Grand Peaks, Affordable Quality Healthcare, Crapo Trucking, Sunglow of Idaho, Inc., Helena Agri Enterprises, Pro Pete Fertilizer, Taylor Chevrolet, Grand Peaks Medical Center, Pro Pete Fertilizer, Gateway Parkway, and Fall River Propane, as well as Timberlake's sponsor, Andy's Heating and Cooling. Our thanks to all of these fine sponsors. Special thanks to Shane Proctor, the athletic director here at Madison High School, and certainly Brady Clausen, who's running the show today and helped accommodate us. We're grateful for these two really fine men. And, of course, everyone else behind the scenes here at Madison High School's Bobcat facilities. What a great facility they have, and we enjoy being here. Our thanks to each and every one of them for helping getting this game broadcast to you. Congratulations again to Tate Cutler, IdahoSports.com Player of the Game, presented by the Idaho Transportation Department. Thanks again for joining us as the Sugar-Salem Diggers have defeated the Timberlake Tigers by a final score of 48-21. For my broadcast partner, Josh McGully, and myself, that's been an exciting game, but it's not over, as next week we now move on to the semifinals. We're getting close to the state championship. Absolutely. And a lot of great football. It's all going to be here on IdahoSports.com. Make sure you check the brackets, find out our game stream times, and join us here on IdahoSports.com.
This has been a presentation of IdahoSports.com GameStreams.